PlayStation 5 News Weekly.
What's up everyone, this is Howie. Welcome back to H2O Gaming. Let's get started with today's episode. Alright, I'd like to apologize about I didn't have videos up for you guys last week. Due to I'm pretty busy on the last week. I'm just being honest with you guys, I'm pretty busy last week for my regular jobs. So I didn't have time to edit a video and upload it. Anyway, today we're gonna add more contents in there, so to make it up for the last week's missed informations. Alright, first is PS5 have officially released a launch commercial. Here we go.
It's in our DNA. There's something inside each and every one of us that compels us to know the unknown, to push past every frontier. We want to see what's never been seen, hear what's never been heard, feel what's never been felt.
I like the way they make this commercial. They use a lot of old style or old clips, but all these clips has some type of a pioneer thing to represent they are the pioneer, or they're breaking through the leading trend of this next gen console compared to Microsoft, compared to Nintendo. So I like the image or the concept they are trying to bring up through this commercial. Pretty interesting, and I like it. Alright, second news is on the same, I believe on the same day, several of YouTubers start releasing the unbox video, and one of them is the one that I'm capturing today. It's Marcus Brownlee. So if you're interested about to see the full unboxing video for his, I will list the link below, so you can go into his YouTube channel to see the entire unboxing video. He's not only unboxed the main console itself, he also do the accessories like the charging docks, the headsets, and additional controller, and of course the camera, the Sony camera. In his video, we also can see the actual base that we saw on the PlayStation teardown videos. The how to use, and in his video he used it as both ways, horizontal and vertically. So this is pretty good, very good timing to see how it works and how do you like to put this at your house or your entertainment center. And he also do the size comparison, even though we had a little graphic chart of a size comparison, but of course not as good as the physically comparison that you can see side by side of a PS4 Pro with PS5, and also the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S comparison with the PS5, and also of course the DualSense with Xbox Elite. You can see all the size comparison, that side by sides. In videos also can see he put the PS5 on the desk with like right by his monitors. You can see how big and how gigantic that PS5 is. It's like spaceship design and pretty unique design of the the presentation of the PS5. Oh, by the way, it's pretty important to know that when you insert the disc, the top side of the disc is the same size as the logo is, so make sure you don't do the wrong way, otherwise it could have damaged the disc or the units. And the DualSense controller that we talked about last week, or actually the week before, on the bottom side of the controller, it has the symbol bump texture, the square, triangle, circle, and the X, the little texture that you can feel very nice, and design of this texture parts. And you see the charging dock. I like this charging dock because I believe during the PS4 period of time, it was aftermarket ones. Sony never released their own charging dock. Right now we have their own charging dock, so it's good to have that when you have multiple controllers, that you don't have to use up all the USB jack. And of course, you don't miss the headsets and the camera. Alright, next news. Sony has released an article on their PlayStation blog. Here's the title. Launch day sales will be online only this year, so please plan ahead. Alright, basically it's here. The unit will be available in store for purchase in launch day, November 12th or November 19th, depends on your region. Please don't plan on camping out or lining up at your local retailer on launch day in hopes to finding a PS5 console for purchase. Be safe, stay home, and place your order online. Well, basically because due to the COVID-19, this pandemic, so Sony decides do not have the physical units in the retail stores, so everyone has to order online and ship to you later, so you don't have to camp outside or wait in line to prevent the COVID-19 spreading for everybody's health purposes. Alright, next news. PS5 1440p resolution support doesn't exist. Alright, Sony has clarified that the PS5 will not support 1440p resolution. We all know PS4 supports 4K 60 frames per second and 1080p, but it doesn't have 1440p resolutions. But this resolution only happens on the computer monitors. Instead of a TV, it only has a 4K or 1080p. So if you are planning to purchase a new monitors, do not purchase a computer monitor with a 1440p. It is better to choose a 4K monitors or 1080p monitors, that if you have price consuming, that have a high budget. Because if you choose a 1440p, that you can only have a 1080p result that coming from PlayStation 5. Okay, next news. This news I think is the biggest news for the entire video here. Sony confirms the PS5 won't support SSD storage expansion at launch. Here's what it says on the article. While the PS5 features a dedicated internal slot that can theoretically fit standard stick shape M.2 SSDs and an easy way to access it, the slot will apparently be disabled out of the box. This is a reserve for future updates, Sony tells The Verge. And I think this is a biggest news for the whole video here, to me and to everyone else, because we are expecting to PS5 to have the SSD upgrade or expansion ability to have more storage. And I believe even some of people already purchased the SSD storage that, if you pay close attention, Mark Sony has spent about several minutes that talk about SSD storage expansion that during the road to PS5, the video. And he mentioned it needs to have the Gen 4 SSD, PCIe SSD, to be installed into the PS5, and this need to be corresponding with the original SSD that installed inside to have the same amount of access and compatibility with the Sony's I/O controller. So let's hope PlayStation and Sony are gonna release the official SSD slot brand or part list that you can purchase from, so we can have this expansion of the hard drive. In the meantime, you can just use the external hard drive like what we use on the PS4. So basically, right now we don't really need to expansion on the PS5 because don't have that much of native PS5 games. Majority of the game that we are worried is from the PS4, right? So we can just put all the game into the external hard drive of PS4 and switch from PS4 to PS5. Then you can play those PS4 games on the PS5. Alright, we have 3 more clips. First one is how to transfer data from PS4 to PS5. Second video is how to set up your existing PSN account on the PS5. Third one, how to enable your 3D audios, adaptive triggers, and haptic feedback features on your controllers. Here you go with the videos.
Updated to the latest system software and are signed into the same account you plan to use on your PlayStation 5 console. Next, connect your PlayStation 4 console to the same network as your PlayStation 5 console. If you're transferring your data through Wi-Fi, you can reduce transfer times by additionally connecting your consoles together with an Ethernet cable. Once your 2 consoles have been connected, follow the instructions on your PlayStation 5 console. Your data will transfer in the background, so you can continue enjoying your PlayStation 5 console experience even while your PlayStation 4 apps and games are being transferred. There are a few other ways to transfer games. If you have a PlayStation 4 game on disc, simply insert the disc into your PlayStation 5 console and it will install automatically. You can play PlayStation 4 games installed on an extended storage device by connecting it directly to your PlayStation 5 console. We highly recommend storing your PlayStation 4 games on an extended storage device to free up your SSD for PlayStation 5 games that require it. If you've purchased PlayStation 4 games on PlayStation Store in the past, sign into your PlayStation 5 console using the same account and download your games from either Game Library or PlayStation Store on your new console. Don't forget to transfer your save data. You can transfer your save data using Data Transfer. Another way is to use PlayStation Plus Cloud Storage. Please note that you must have a valid PlayStation Plus membership to transfer save data. Upload the save data to PlayStation Network on your PlayStation 4 console, and then download it onto your PlayStation 5 console. Or if you have one available, you can copy the save data from your PlayStation 4 console to a USB drive, and then copy it to your PlayStation 5 console. You just have to make sure you use the same account on both consoles. Now that your games have been transferred to your PlayStation 5 console, it's time to play. Enjoy. 5 console. If you've ever played online multiplayer on a PlayStation 4 console, shopped at the PlayStation Store, or used any one of our many services, you already have an account on PlayStation Network, which means you can bring your online ID and all your friends, trophies, wallet funds, and content entitlements such as compatible games, videos, and music, directly to your PlayStation 5 console. All it takes is a few steps. When you power on your PlayStation 5 console for the first time, you'll be asked to connect your controller to the console using a USB cable. During the initial setup flow, make sure to set up your internet connection and update the system software to the latest version. You'll see two options to sign in. One is the manual sign-in. If you know your sign-in ID, also known as your email address, you can enter it here along with your password. We know this might be tricky for some people, so we've added a new, easier method called Sign In with PlayStation app. That's the QR code on the right. To use it, download PlayStation app to your tablet or mobile phone. Here's a QR code to help take you to your app store of choice to do that now. Next, open the app, sign in with the account you plan to use on your PlayStation 5 console. Go to Settings, and then sign in on PlayStation 5. From there, scan the QR code on your PlayStation 5 console screen, and your new console will automatically sign you in. It's that easy. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like your online ID, there's no need to create a new one. You can always change it later by going to Profile, Edit Profile, and Online ID. Online ID change fees may apply. Now you're ready to start your new PlayStation 5 console adventure. Enjoy! PlayStation 5 console has many new features, such as haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, 3D audio, and more. In like a gear. This is where you'll be able to adjust your system settings. Let's look at the sound settings. This is where you can adjust your microphone, audio output, and volume. 3D audio is an innovative new feature that can be experienced through headphones. To use it, make sure to connect your headphones to the controller or the console. You can also adjust your 3D audio profile. Each person experiences 3D audio differently. This option lets you find a 3D audio profile that best suits your ear level. So try and choose the option that sounds best to you. To adjust your haptic feedback and adaptive trigger sensitivity, go back to the main settings screen, then to Accessories and Controllers. From here, you can customize the level of haptic feedback and adaptive trigger experienced. The default is set to Strong, but feel free to change this to find the setting that best suits your taste. Finally, your PlayStation 5 console has various power-saving settings. The Optimized Experience setting will automatically update your console to the latest system software, allow you to turn on your console remotely when using the PlayStation app or Remote Play, and charge your controllers even when in rest mode. The Low Power Use setting does not include these features and will ensure the lowest power consumption in rest mode. Don't worry if you missed it during the initial setup. You can still adjust these settings at a later point in time. To adjust the automatic update of system software, go to System and then System Software. To turn on your console remotely using the PlayStation app and Remote Play, go to System and then Power Saving. Don't forget to enable Remote Play to use the feature. To adjust the automatic download and installation of games and apps, go to Save Data and Game App Settings, and then Automatic Updates. These are just a few of the settings you can change to customize your PlayStation 5 console experience, so take the time to experiment and find what works best for you.
Please show support
Enjoy.
by drop the likes, subscribe my channels, and don't forget to turn on the notification bells. If you have any comments or you have let me know anything, please feel free to leave a message or any comments below. That's it for today. See you next time. Peace.